Hey kids, Inverted Cow here, and welcome back to Empyrion. We're playing again version 8.0.2 163 to 1623. I have finally found the wreckage. I've just spent the last, I don't know, little bit of time driving around. I was down here at this lake. I drove over here, found a small wreckage, went up here along the lake. I've been working my way back. I started finding copper deposits and such. This deposit, there was a drone kind of in that area. There's a cannon drone in that area, so I don't want to go messing around over there anytime soon. But yeah, I kept cruising around, and I've found all three: the iron, the copper, and silicon deposits that are around the wreckage. This is part of the Robertson Protocol thing, if you were doing that still. And here's the cargo box with the spare motorbike and the spare portable constructor. I'm going to grab that water out of there. I'm going to leave the rest of that in there for the time being. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up kind of a temporary little bit of a base camp here, if you will. Tear this down a bit. I did tear down a couple of those small wreckages and picked up a good pile of steel plate. I do want to start making some stuff. Also, this is the old brain fungus. If you find it, harvest it, because you will want these energy drinks, especially when using the survival tool for taking stuff apart. So we're going to throw down these two constructors. Now this was the one that I started with, and this is the one that I found in the box here. Come on. And in one, I'm going to throw my food stuff. I killed some spiders. Jumped up on the rock and basically zapped them with the survival tool until they died. Took the meat and cooked it with some spice to make salami. I'm going to throw this stuff in this one. Now these don't really care about nutrient solutions just yet, but I am going to order some biofuel first and foremost, and I think I'll go with that for now. And then the other one, I'm going to load it up with all my ore, lots of copper ore that I've been finding. But now I'm going to start again with building a hover vessel. Now this time, of course, I'm just going to start with a starter block. And I'm just going to work myself through all the hover vessel bits and pieces. Of course, the armor locker, small constructor, generator. I haven't got the fuel tank unlocked yet. So let's bring up our tech trees. I did go up a level, so I should be able to now unlock a few more items, including, oh, fuel tank's unlocked. I'm just not seeing it there. I want to unlock the harvester module, and I want to unlock the thrusters and the gun, particularly the turreted gun. Spotlight blocks are kind of useful. The hover booster, I think I will unlock, and that will be everything. I probably wanted to unlock stuff in here yet, but that's alright. I do want to unlock some of these portable work lights. That's something I want to get going. But that's not a big deal. So now this can crank out on some of the various bits and bobs that I have to make, including, there we go, 2 fuel tanks. That would be 8 hover engines. That should give me 2, 4. No, actually I only need 6. 2 in the front, 2 on the left, 2 on the right. And then of course I'll make the larger ones once I get the thing up and running. So there we go. Now you know where we're at. I'm going to pause here, take a bit of time, and start tearing this thing apart a little bit more. I do have to start keeping my eyes out for spiders and other hostiles at this time as well. And I probably will have to go out and search for more food, but just tell me I just knocked myself down, didn't I? Drone can be very annoying sometimes. Okay. So, don't go away, I'll be right back. Okay kids, we are back. It is first thing in the morning on a lovely foggy, blustery morning. I've spent the night tearing apart a good portion of the wreckage here. I don't know if you can see them right now, but I've had a bug patrolling just over here. One of those big stink bugs that likes to shoot what you call it at you, venom or acid or whatever. Most of these parts have already cooked up overnight, but I am completely out of, from the looks of things, silicon. So any parts I want to create that require silicon will require more ore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to order some steel plates. 20, 30, 40. I'm going to order 40 steel plates because I'm going to tear apart a little bit more. I want to tear apart this whole side of this wreckage, but I'm going to head over to this silicon. There's a silicon deposit around here somewhere. Just going to grab this again. Harvest as much as you can whenever you can. There we go. Harvest it, please. Thank you. Okay, I don't need the copper. I need the silicon that's over there. What worries me is that's in the direction of the... There's another silicon deposit around here. Oh no, the copper deposit is in the direction of the minigun drone. And level 7, even better. Just going to make sure we switch that to defense mode. Again, I'm picking up everything just for experience, for no other reason. Exploring the forest is the only thing you can really do. Now, if we're lucky, we'll have a spot that we can get up on top of here. It's not the button I want to push, but that's okay. And we don't have to worry about any curious spiders or any other wandering monsters. But out of the forest area, we'll also eliminate the spider issue. There's a little silicon now on the ground here that we'll grab real quick. Come on, finish the cycle animation, thank you. Whoa, hello. Speaking of nasty little spiders, let's see if I can get on top of this rock. No, let's jump over that rock, okay. Find another rock to jump on. I love these giant stones and giant giant trees and such that they brought it back into the game here. Okay, where's that little spider? I know he's chasing me, so that's why I'm just going to keep running here. Let's make another attempt at getting on top of this stone here. Come on, jump up. Oh, I suck. Hey, dude. These are very aggressive spiders. I'll take your bits and bobs, but your meat will probably go bad before I get back to base. Okay, let's see if we can get to this silicon deposit. Okay, we are back. I went and I mined out all of that silicone and as much iron as I could until I ran out of fuel for the little drill here. And again, it's raining yet again. And it's almost nighttime. So we're going to head back to the wreckage. And I got a lot of spoiled stuff in my inventory. Just trash this junk. Driving through the forest at night in the rain. Ooh, you missed. As I said, there's a stink bug on patrol in that area. He doesn't like me very much. I don't know why. The problems I've been having with the tent, of course, is either the tent despawns almost immediately after placing it, or all of my food inventory rots, which is kind of why I don't like using the tent, but we're going to give her a shot, because I don't want to have to be fighting with that bug. I'll pick the tent back up and put it in our inventory again. And we'll start working towards making our first, well now our second survival hover vessel, but this is actually going to become a hover vessel. So we'll start by placing the core. Right there. And we'll go N, symmetry plane, Y, Z, and like that. Thrust there, and I do want to put a cockpit on here, but the cockpit's not done yet. Okay. Now we can go to deconstruct, and we'll take out the blocks underneath. This is part of the reason I build it. Usually try to build these in or near water, usually in the water. The cores will float, but if you build it on a structure like this, you can always disassemble around it. Usually cockpit, although I did like that racy little style from last time. Fairly low profile, nice little cockpit design. See if we can stick it in the middle, like so. Is that 2 blocks? Perfect. compartments are high, but it gives me a little bit more space underneath if I want to put more stuff in. And it lets me keep a fairly low profile on the entire unit. This material into here, and I should be able to build some of the larger devices. I don't believe I can actually make the turreted weapons in this, but I can make myself my assault rifle, which is something I really need to make. Okay, kids, we are back. Thank you for watching that high-speed building. Yeah, right. If I could ever build that fast, I'd be all happy, right? So here we have it, the next raw hover vessel, survivor hover vessel. It's all iron. It's not even got anything to it. It's basically a variant of the scavenger truck. As I said, every time I build this thing, it always gets different. This has got a little bit more armor on it than normal, mainly because I don't like to get shot. All thrusters except for the main three in the aft are covered, and these two on the sides, the upper strafing thrusters, are somewhat exposed. These two, of course, are exposed on the top. So I mean, realistically, all thrusters are exposed if you want to go with that. I went with 3 smalls, 2 mediums. I'm afraid I might not have enough lift in the middle here, but we'll find out. If it's a little too tippy, we'll deal with that. I've only got 3 RCSs in it, and other than that, yeah, it's in dire need of a paint job and some love and finishes touches. So let's jump up in this cockpit, fire up the P menu. I've got a little tiny bit of fuel left, not very much, and I've already configured everything on my hover pads and whatnot to the parking brake. So if I escape out of here, go to View, Alt, and scroll back. And I'm sorry it's nighttime, but I'm trying to get it daytime here. And of course we are just stuck in the ground. What the heck? Come on. Got hover pads, you can hover. There we go. I have no light or anything like that. I'm still glitching on stuff. I can't see anything right now. But there we have it. Next episode I'm going to go explore the planet. Oh, it finally stopped raining. Oh no, it didn't. There you go, the longest break in rain I've had yet. I'm going to head out and go and explore the planet a little bit more. Explore around this lake. I do want to see if I can get over to the admin trade center, and I want to see if I can start finding some of the other POIs that are out here, as well as some of the other deposits, particularly the promethium and whatnot that is needed for more advanced builds. I do want to have the actual multi-tool going. There was a break in the middle of the construction there. I don't know if you noticed that or not, but I stopped and leveled up to level 8 so that I could get the larger hover engines. Basically all I did is I went and killed things and hunted things and harvested things until I got up that extra little bit. So I mean, this isn't exactly the most incredible build I've done yet, but it's sufficient. It's fine. It will work. Hopefully it will fly. So good night for now.